Hey guys, this is your girl D. I'm coming in today to be able to talk to you guys once again about with AI and actually I guess why you should be interested in AI, right? So I am on TikTok. I also have a channel, the same name of Dollface, that is on YouTube as well. I have an Instagram. I'm kind of setting it up because I know everybody is not on this platform all of the time, right? But I just wanted to come on and talk with you guys for a little while. Really about the importance of with AI. I know so many people are giving so many different reasons about why you should, why you shouldn't go to AI, things like that, right? So let me give you my point of view of why it is so important. And please understand, okay, it is like the next evolution, in my point of view, from where the internet is at, right? If you really want to think back, you remember people had the CB radios, and then you had the walkie-talkies, and then now you have everything is made at a greater distance to be able to communicate and to be able to go further and wider, right? So that is why I'm stressing AI, because if you look at AI, it is rolling faster. It's rolling faster. Now, I understand a lot of people don't understand about with AI. So because they don't understand about with it, they're quick to kind of push it away, like, oh, what is this? I don't know about this, and etc. Right? But that doesn't need to stop you from learning about with AI. Because the bottom line is that whether you're in a job, whether you're at school or you have a small business, you know, um, every aspect, going to the doctor, if your kids are going to the doctor, if you're ordering food, if you're calling to your dentist office, everything is starting to integrate AI. And you need to be able to know, even if it's just because you need to be able to know the differences between AI and reality, you still need to be able to have that trained eye to be able to know it. And for those of you guys who are coming in or on the outside, just come in and give your girl a tap on the screen. So if you're not interested, at least it can pass and get into the FYP for the next people, please. Just tap the screen and you can keep going for me if you don't want to stay in. And I appreciate that as well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well, because I'm always giving information about AI. Now, this is the thing. I do focus on minority integration into AI because it's not solely, but it is because that is the only way to be able to get our image, face, and likeness into this data set system, right? And so what that means is that we constantly have to use AI, and we have to be able to use it so that it has the positive image and mindset to include us. Okay. So you see pictures of people doing like dogs and bananas and different things like that. This beautiful lady right here is an AI generated image. Now, most people do not think, when they see of a beautiful woman, they do not, when you put that into the majority of AI systems, it does not show a beautiful black woman who looks at the professional part or that looks clean in status as well. That is because the correlation between the two is not there. It's not there. Okay. Now you have to understand what AI is, artificial intelligence, which is generative, and that's just like a large data set, a large volume library of information to store it. And think of a mega gigantual computer, right? And in all of that, you have information. And all of that information is combined. Now, I know you probably saying, well, I can get that from Google. No, you can't. Because if you go to Google and try and perform this specific function, that's not what it's built off of. Google and some of these other things are just search engines. This is a descriptive engine where you can create whatever your mind's eye can imagine. That is why AI, in this sense of form, is so important for us to be able to learn, to be able to use it. Now, I'll give you some other examples as well, because I know people are not into just creating pictures, right? Now, when I say about with AI, you can create color books, as you know. You may see people that's on here that's doing that, but you also have people that incorporate this in with their businesses, where you can use to upscale your skill. You can use this for Excel notifications, to be able to create AI assistants. Really, anything that is a competitive nature, which means anything that is done on a job competitively or repeatedly is a better word. Anything that's done on a job repeatedly can be done by AI. And what do I mean by that? All of those call center jobs. Now, don't take it from me. You can look here, you can look on the news anywhere. Statistics is showing within the next 5 years, okay, you guys, a lot of people are going to be laid off because financially it makes better sense from a not financial viewpoint, okay, you guys? I'm just looking for my little thing right here because I like to use it when I talk. Financially, it makes better sense. Think of it like this. If you had $10, right? And you had to pay for every $10 that you have, you had to pay out at least $4 to $5 of that $10. You're only making $5 profit. So now with upscaling something like AI into your business, this is just an example. You are now able to keep $7 to $8 of that money. So a lot of companies are looking to be able to increase that amount that they can pool and keep. So they're taking those same jobs that have a repetitive nature in them, and they're giving those jobs to AI. Now, is AI replacing us to a certain degree? Repetitive jobs, repetitive things that are done, it will replace those jobs. It's not just me saying it, statistically speaking, and you can also do your searches, and you will be able to see in labor and bureau the labor. I'm tongue tied. The Bureau of Labor and Statistics. They will show you that within the next few years, that a lot of jobs are actually opting out for an AI investment into the company, more so than retraining the staff that they have and hiring new staff and then training them. You can see that as far as even with like when big companies, corporations do that, like I believe it's Amazon has just said that they're going to lay off 14,000 employees, but they're going to invest that money within AI because they have functions within Amazon that are repetitive that they can actually get AI and its functions to be able to create apps to do. Now, what does that mean? And you're wondering how that looks. That looks like a lot of the calls that you're getting from the call centers. And actually, that's going to look like a lot of the people who handle the paperwork that's going to be done. It just depends on how big of a scale Amazon wants to invest initially into that sector of AI, right? And so what that looks like is that where you may have only had to have, let's just say, 5 years of customer service experience to be able to work and maybe get like a supervisor or assistant position, or even a bare minimum 2 to 3 years customer service to be able to get a job at their call center or to be able to work in an office setting. You will now be replaced. Okay. So they don't have to pay you. That 30 to 50 thousand dollars you're making, that is now considered to be an investment into a software system, integration system. So you have to understand is that the trade-off that they're looking at, companies like this are looking at in the long run, is that there's less room for human error. The system will work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you're cutting out healthcare costs for people. You're cutting off benefits for people, and that includes like retirement benefits or etc. Right? And then they don't have to worry about people unionizing as well. kind of like a union blocking thing, right? Busting thing. So that is why a lot of companies are starting to opt out for it. And it's not just Amazon, it's also Target, it's also UPS. It's a lot of the jobs that will be considered blue collar jobs, right? And but let me just say this too. For those people who are seeing this who are not just in that blue collar section, please know AI is running through every industry. It is going through the law industry. It is going through the accounting industry. It is going through the healthcare industry. And that is when it starts getting more so higher up, we're going to probably see more regulations with AI. But as of right now, it's just scratching the surface of AI, right? And so that is why it's really important to be able to learn AI. One, because you need to be able to be career ready, you guys. You've got to be career ready with this because you don't know how the landscape is going to change. And you want to be able to be on the forefront to say, I know how to do AI and integrate it within our system. I know how to work with AI. That is going to give you a plus on any job because right now, I guarantee 99.9% of the time, you're going to be ahead of the people that's there working. As long as you're gathering your skills, you sit on it, and then when they start integrating it within the next 18 months to a year or two, okay, you're going to already have the skills. Now, listen, your supervisors and people that's like right here, they're not going to know. These are going to be the type of changes that are going to be made all the way at the top. All the way at the top, those are the changes that's going to be made, and they're going to start looking at people and their skill sets. And that's why I'm encouraging you guys, one, of your skill set. I don't care, first of all, what race you are, you need to always be learning and upgrading your skill set. Let me say that first and foremost, okay? But I am going to say this, there are going to be agencies that are going to assist some people to be able to make sure that they're skilled up and level ready. Usually, what happens is that they'll go in and start training the managers first so that they can have a grasp on the knowledge. Okay. Now, if you're not in management or however, believe that you're going to have to be able to know this information yourself about what AI, whether it's learning how AI can integrate in Excel, Word, or any of the other Microsoft programs. If you don't believe me, go look up Microsoft Copilot because that is an AI integration. Now you're probably saying I can't do, yes, you can because you're already using things like CapCut and so many other editing tools and things that help you change the color, erase the background. Those are all AI integrated systems. Okay. Now, what I am going to tell you is this, the book, I have an ebook. Yes, please don't run. It's called Beauty, Brilliance, and the Future of AI. Let me tell you something. It's not just about a beauty book. It's a book that's talking about how beautiful AI integration can be when it is used in the right way. Anything, if used in an incorrect way, looks like abuse. Okay? This is the thing. We want people to learn how to use this system, and I am teaching people how to use it. Now, how do I know how to use it? Because I went and I researched and I learned, and that's what I do. So I'm taking the guesswork out of it for people so that you guys don't have to go down the rabbit hole like I had to go through to be able to learn. First thing is this, you got to learn so you're not buying this app, that app, X, Y, and Z to be able to learn what is the basics to get started. I'm giving you in my ebook, which is on Amazon, and I have a website of FUTBEAUAI.xyz. I am giving you a step-by-step guide to get you familiar and comfortable with prompting, with using AI, with using Chat GPT in order to get to where you want to when you're trying to build something, okay? It is just like driving. If you do not practice, you will not know how to drive. Your ABCs, you had to sing the ABC song a lot of times before you learned your ABCs. Don't tell me you didn't. Yes, you did. And it is the same thing that is very important when it comes to AI. You have to practice your skill set. Okay. You have to constantly keep it going so that you learn the process, because it is like a steamboat, it's going fast. It is going very fast. And so, what I'm doing is that I'm trying to help cut the red tape out for a lot of people. Now, I know you're probably saying, why should I do AI? Why should I? Listen, if you're a working age, you need to know how to prompt. You need to understand what language models are. You need to be able to be adaptable. That is the only way you're going to earn money. That is the only way that you're going to earn money. And because you will know how to do this, you can then take all of this into your own hands and make the possibilities endless. This is the opportunity that you have to be able to really close in some of the wealth gaps. And I know people, you tired of hearing that, but this is a real opportunity. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm praying that this manifests and goes to the correct people, because I understand everybody is not going to get this. Everybody's not going to understand it. Everybody's not going to do it. Okay. But there are going to be some people who will actually do this, who are going to be put in position to learn. And when they learn, what is going to happen is that they are going to see their opportunities out there within AI, jump on it, and they're going to skyrocket. Okay. There are many opportunities. Maybe your specialization is in healthcare, and you can explore AI within healthcare, create a opportunity or a business that would be spectacular at that point, and then it take off, and then you're able to retire out from where you're at. Okay. That could be you. Or maybe you're in the fashion industry, you're wondering, how is this going to help? AI can help you with developing trends based off past and present, and it can show you where there is a lack within the fashion industry or within the cosmetic industry. Specifically, you can create apps with AI. You want to be able to see what okay, let me say it like this. You're going into the counter at a store. You want to know what product it is that blends in well with a brown complexion or an olive complexion. You can create an app on AI to be able to help people do it. And the first thing people always say is, hey, if you're going to do something, you have to find a problem and then create a solution for it, right? Look at how the problems that you have. You could be a single parent and you want to be able to understand um what safety for with single parents in the area, what neighborhoods are safe, or what you can create an app so that parents can ping onto that app to let you know how the businesses were with their children and what needs to be improved and things that should be watched. You can do that with AI. You can. The possibilities, like I said, are endless. You can create apps, you can create services for others, you can create services for yourself. Yes, you can create pictures, you can create videos, you can create commercials, you can create everything and have a one man, two man, three man, however many people show that you want within your organization. And the pictures, listen, you can't tell nobody this lady is not a real person. This lady is AI generated. The imagination is up to you. This is a lady I just created last night. This is a lady that she looks like you've seen her somewhere before walking down the street or in a business someplace. Okay. And the importance of this is that the more, like I said, AI is a data set. So that more that are, as a Black woman, faces and essence is put into this data set, the more we're able to create with visions like this. Okay. If you can't, like if you're from a small hometown or something like that, You can't expect AI to be able to create that if no one has ever put that into the system. You can't expect that. So you would need to be someone who would incorporate or put something like that into the system. You can create games with AI. It will give you the coding, or either it will create the code. It can tell you where to go to be able to do it. So you're not wasting your money. Because understand this, coding can be very expensive as well. It can. It's like streaming. And there's so many coding apps out here. It is vast, right? And so, like I said, that with my ebook, that's why I'm trying to cut the red tape to let you guys know exactly where to go to, how to be able to what they call prompt. It's, let me give you the correct wording, so you can prompt inside of the system to be able to create detailed images like this. You want to be able to create something like this, even if you're putting it up on your website for a vision for people to be able to see. You don't have to be, excuse me, you don't have to be in front of with everything and for everybody to see if you don't want to be there. You don't have to do that. Like all of the faceless channels they telling you about and things like that. All right, let me give you another example. People tell you all you have to do is just post 2 to 3 times or 3 to 5 times a week. Some people don't have that time. They don't. So you know what happens? They go and they bulk post. Now, some people do it the old-fashioned way, but you know what people are doing? They're going and they're creating a doppelganger with AI, and they're able to consistently post all of the time. If content creation is what you want to do, you have to be able to integrate AI. You have to be able to do it. I will be up here on the hilltop saying, you have to be able to do it. Time is money. You cannot, you have to be able to work smarter and not harder. And AI is now making that possible. But you have to be able to learn how to wrangle the system of with AI so that you're able to effectively use it for the least amount of cost, to be able to get what you want, to understand it clearly broken down. You have to. And this is the other thing. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You see all of these videos and these commercials that people got on there. Do you know why I have this in the background? If you go on my page, you will see I have different things on there. Do you know why I have it? Because I want you to be able to see what it looks like when someone is telling you that they're offering something, and to be able to show you what their work look like. You have to be able to see what somebody is able and capable to do. If I'm telling you I can spin a ball of magic, but I never show you and you just believe it, I can tell you anything. But I'm showing you things that I do and it go down my page. Okay? So that way you will understand this is not just talk. I actually do this as well. Now, I want you to be able to do it. I don't care if you're creating coloring books, children's stories. I don't care. I have a children's story channel as well. Okay? It is important that you learn this because the system is not going anyplace. I can't say it anymore. Don't fall for the I made $10,000 in 20 minutes. Don't fall for that. That's the cheap scam. Learn the skill and apply it. It applies in everyday aspects of your life. If you want to be a what is that, a dealer, a small car dealership, you can apply AI in that. You asking how. You create an AI agent. Okay. You can create an AI chatbot. Set up your website. Have them doing all of the legwork and the paperwork for you. And all you have to do, show up, get your license, and then go to the auction. What auction? Use your AI assistants to be able to find the auctions that's going to be more beneficial to you, so that you will have a better chance to get the inventory of vehicles the way you want. You can also generate leads with AI. What do I mean by leads? All of this is beautiful if you don't have anybody to sell it to. AI will generate leads for you to be able to get it in front of a market that's sellable to you. Okay. So that is why it is important. But before you can do all of that, That's the end of the rainbow. I'm trying to start you off at the beginning of the rainbow. You have to learn how to prompt. There's no other way around it. And that's what people are not telling you. They're not telling you. They're telling you all the possibilities. I have looked, I have been in the class. They're telling you all of the possibilities, but they're not teaching you how to do it. You need somebody to show you what to put into the system, where to go to put it in. This is the only way. Because you can go and say, oh, create a lady, create a beautiful black lady. You're not gonna get this. I will wait. Y'all go and put it in, and I'm gonna wait right here and then come back and tell me which if you got this. Because I know you're not gonna get this. You're not going to get this because the data set does not have enough sufficient information. If we are at 13%, or if the minority community is not as large within a system, how do you expect for that system to pick out one piece to say, this is what a beautiful woman looks like? It's not going to do that. Even if you was to take a sample size, it would not do that. If you're saying a beautiful African American woman, it's not going to pick her. I'm willing to bet. I'll be waiting right here and I'm gonna still be talking and you come back and put it inside of the box for me. Because I'm looking at notifications as well. Now, I'm not down to anybody that's teaching because I feel like if you call to be able to teach or instruct or show something, that is an added bonus as well. But you do have to understand who your market is you're teaching to. Now, there are a lot of other people that are teaching to other people. I'm talking directly to you guys. I have to talk to people who have a face like me so they understand why it is so important for us to get involved with it. It's not for today that I'm asking you for you to get involved. I'm asking you to get involved for tomorrow and the next generations after because AI is not going anyplace. It's not going anyplace. You want to be able to create a business plan? AI will show you how to create a business plan. You're looking to be able to find grant writing or fundraising opportunities, ideas. AI will set down a block plan. You may come across those videos that say, I asked ChatGPT about how I can change my life and get out of debt, or how I can become a millionaire. And it gives you a plan. But what they're not telling you, and tell me I'm lying, if you ever see them videos, do they show you the prompts that you can use, which is the way to correctly word it into the system so that you will get a detailed response? They don't do it. They don't do it. And if nobody is showing you correctly how to do something, you're going to have a lot of trial and error that goes before you're able to find something that is even remotely what it is that would correspond to what you're looking for. The book that I have, and I should have put it up on the top. I didn't, I'm sorry. But it cuts a lot of that red tape out. Now, I can't speak for nobody else. I can speak for me. I would have loved somebody to do that. And I'm going to tell you the truth. The people that I went to and that I looked at, a lot of them had courses and they had different workshops. But I'm going to tell you the truth. They were starting at like $2,000 or more. And that's wild, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. Within tech, it's always higher when something first comes out. Computers come out, they high. iPhones come out, Samsungs come out new, they high. And that's just, that's one hell of an investment you really have to make. But if you're willing to invest in anybody, you have to invest in yourself, right? This is what I am going to say. Whether you purchase the book from me, which is on Amazon and it's on FUTBEAIU.xyz, and it's also on Beacon Store, or if you purchase the book from somebody else, the book is called Beauty, Brilliance, and the Future of AI. You have to understand that you have to be able to learn it. Another example I'm going to give you is make sure whoever you're learning it from is taking the time to be able to show you. I have taken classes with people as well and they will have pre-recorded things. And I understand that because there's such a large volume of people that goes out, and they will have a class, and the class, it goes by so fast and they're talking, you can't even rewind it. And by the time you trying to upload your stuff, don't let your system be working slow. Don't let Spectrum or whoever you got service with go slow, because then you definitely ain't gonna catch it. And if you miss one step in a lot of the functions, you just not, you it's messed up, you're not gonna get it. And because a lot of the courses are pre-recorded, you can't ask questions, and then to even have something to ask follow-up questions, you don't have it. Like it's not, it doesn't make sense. But I understand some people can get it. Some people record it at the same time. But if you're not thinking ahead to do that, listen, true story. Ladies on she's on Instagram really heavy. I got in, paid for her course. I paid $100 for that initial course. It was teaching one thing, and that was how to be able to create an image, right? I did this about maybe 2 years or so ago, right? Did it, it went by so fast, and I don't know what the heck happened, and the image is still there. I'm so proud of it. I might release it on my page so you guys can be able to see it, because I have improved the image as well because technology has rolled on. But at the time, I literally remember, excuse me guys, I be tongue tied sometimes. I literally remember being on that page trying to put in the commands and was asking questions like, I can't get this. It didn't do this. It didn't do. And I was oblivious to the fact that it was actually a recording even at that time. So I was just like, dang, man, I didn't get all of it, which I didn't get everything on there. She wanted to do a cartoon character. Now I paid $100 just to learn how to do a cartoon character, y'all. Listen, I'm not knocking her. I appreciate it, because if she hadn't shown me about the cartoon character, really wouldn't have had the interest to go further. You get what I'm saying? So you have to learn something that's going to spark your interest. But it was like, what all can I really do with the cartoon character? And that's why I kind of had to leave it where it was, because I knew I wanted to do some. I just did not know what I wanted to do with this cartoon character. And this is the other thing. She didn't show me what possibilities could be done with that cartoon character. I had to go and learn that. I did. But let me tell you guys something, because I do see other people, and I almost bought into this too, that are selling these what do I call them? Courses, not courses. They're selling a software system, right? And with that system, you can go and create pictures and coloring books and stuff like that. That's a good thing, but like they said, you can make money off reselling it. That's like a MLL thing. And this is the only thing. If you're just only able to function and make pictures, you have to have something for that picture to do it, else you're just gonna have some pictures there, and after a while, you're gonna get tired of it. You have to make whatever you're doing be intentional for one, and make it work for you for two, and make it make some money. You have to. And I'm sorry, I'm not, listen. Money is not the root of evil. It is people actions for money, with money, and without money. Okay. So you have to be able to have a guided direction on whatever it is. Okay. Now, I'm gonna say it to say this. I'm gonna end up putting that on my page so you can see the little cartoon I did a few years ago, and I've updated it. But I want you guys to understand those type of software things that the ladies are selling on the commercials, on the lives and things like that. You have to ask, what can you do to further that? Because if you're only buying something for with pictures, and it's not knocking them, it's no need you to pay that much unless you just want to pay a one-time fee, a larger fee, and do it. Because whatever pictures you want to, you can just go into an app and create those pictures. But once again, you have to learn how to prompt, which is put in the correct wording to be able to get what you want. And people don't tell you, we what we don't do on this channel is assume. We're not assuming anything. So I can't assume that anyone knows what prompting is and how to do it. The worst thing you can do is assume. No, you have to learn how to prompt, which what prompting is, you have to be able to learn how to put in the correct words and language within any AI system. They call it language. You have to put in the correct language because if you put in the correct language, you will get the correct image, image or action that you want. Now, when I say action, for those who wasn't here before, that is if you're asking your chatbot to do specific functions. That is if you are asking your AI assistant to do specific functions. That is if you are incorporating AI within Excel or Word. You have to be detailed in your prompting and in your request in order to be able to get the output that you want. If not, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. And what's going to happen is you're going to get aggravated because you're consistently saying, that's not what I wanted. I asked for this and you didn't put this. And you're going to find yourself arguing basically with a computer. Sounds crazy, but you will unless you know the correct way to put it in. So whether it's with me, if you come on my channel and learn, you see my lives and my clips from my lives, or if it's from someone else, please learn. Please learn. Please upgrade your skills. Please invest in you first because you are the money maker. If you're here, you're seeing this, you are the money maker within your environment and your sphere. You have to realize that you have the ingenuity to actually be here because I'm only manifesting this for people who actually have an interest, who are have a thought, even if it's a fleeting thought, to be able to do something like this. Because one, I have friends that ask me, why are you going so hard? Because I see the vision on it. I see the money making in it. I have added people onto this particular channel that I even follow because they might not have a large group of people, but they see the vision. They see the vision of how far this thing can actually go with AI. You have to understand, it is like AI, think of it as a tidal wave. It is coming and it is going to disrupt every industry and it is going to shake some things are loose for everybody. So it is a better to be on the curve and learning and seeing where there is a large gap in order so you can fit into that point. But before you do all of that, once again, you have to be able to learn AI. Cannot stress it enough. You have to, you have to, you have to. I don't care if you're making two, three, $400,000. I don't care if you're a millionaire. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos. Tony Roberts and Scott, whatever his name was, they just did an entire summit. And I have been speaking on this even before I knew the detail of what it was going to be. I knew already, seeing Tony Roberts, he's a motivational speaker. He's not an AI tech guy. So you know what he did and what this Scott guy did? I'm sorry, I can't think of his last name, blaming on my head, not my heart. But I've seen him around as well. They are not tech people. So what they did is that they went and they got all content creators and other people that are within tech who have learned AI, got those people in, and then had them speak at this 3-day conference that they had. And I'm willing to bet you sauce that they did not give you still the skills. They talked to you about motivation. The people there, they talked about how wonderful it is. They tell you to get involved, but they and then they sold you some products to upscale afterward. But what they did not do is tell you directly how to go and do it. Okay? That is what my ebook is doing. It's giving you a starting point at the rainbow. It's called Beauty, Brilliance, and the Future of AI. It's an African American's beginner guide to coding with confidence. It's like you know your ABCs. It's a coding with confidence book. It talks to you to be able to let you know different things, and it gives you specific codes, which is prompting to be able to put into the system to be able to get images that are applicable to real life. That's what you want. You can't take the dog pictures or the cat pictures with you. That's social media. And if your social media account is not about dogs and cats and stuff like that, that's not applicable to you. You have to know how to tweak it. And even the people that's creating those and even the nano banana, they're not showing you how to prompt to be able to make that. They're not showing it to you. They're going to upsell it to you. That's what that is. So I know a lot of people don't like to hear the truth, but that is the truth. And the other truth is that we as a people, and I can only speak for myself, a lot of times we don't learn about things until it's too late. And so I want to be able to make sure that we are all on board with this and have at least an opportunity for a fair and unbiased environment where we can put in our own information as a data set. I tell people all of the time, think of ChatGPT and matter of fact, AI as an unlimited source library. Think of it like that. And when I say it like that, you have to think about all of the books that have been written, all of the books that have been written. And your book is just one drop in there. Okay. Think of it as just think of AI as a cup of water. Think of it as a cup of water. I don't have water right next to me, but think of it as a cup of water. And you put one drop of color, blue color dye. It's not gonna make that whole color blue. You have to keep adding drops of color blue water in there to make it a different color other than clear. Okay. So once again, the book is called Beauty, Brilliance, and the Future of AI. It is on Amazon. I put it on Beacon Store, and it is at HTTP FUTBEAUAI.xyz. I want you guys to also check out the channel so you can see I am not just talking about it. I'm showing you creations I have made into videos, to lip sync, to be able to talk, to be able to show images that are positive images as well. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay. You guys, I want you to stay motivated. I want you to stay ahead of the game as well. Okay. Because AI, once again, is coming to replace jobs that they feel are repetitive. And that's the majority of jobs. So please, please invest in your number one client, which is you, because you're worth it. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining. Please go ahead and tap the screen out, and I will see you for the next time. I do appreciate you guys. And make sure you also check out my channel so you can see those quick clips. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.